Welcome everyone to the Prevail 2023 recap. We had our Prevail conference in September 21st and 22nd at the wonderful Walt Disney World Swan Resort. It was a very well-attended event, and it was really great to see so many of our customers in person. It was the first in-person event we had in over 5 years. We were basically holding the event virtually, but we were really glad and excited to be back in person with our customers, and we got rave reviews from everyone who attended. We really covered a lot of hot technology topics, and one of the things we're going to do here in the webinar is go through some of the things that we talked about. We also have some embedded videos with customers talking about their experience with these products. We're hoping in the webinar format we can show you the videos. If we have any problems with them, we will try to get them corrected. If not, I'll just have to skip their comments. But I will mention to you what they talked about in our interviews. So what we did was we went out to speak with a lot of our customers, and we asked them about some of the hot technology trends that they were using from S2K. And this is what we came up with. VAI Cloud, mobile order entry, the new WMS mobile application, suggested purchasing, manufacturing, digital marketing, CRM, Salesforce automation, business, e-business, including e-commerce and analytics. And we talked to them about them. We went out and actually interviewed 10 different customers and took videos at their locations. And we have their full success stories on our VAI website. If you want to see any of these operations and how they're using S2K, you can visit the VAI website. And there's a link right on the main page to go visit the full videos from these customers. And basically, each one of them gave us a little insight into how they're using some of this technology. So let's start off with talking a little bit about cloud computing, right? So cloud computing is really a big topic on everyone's mind, and primarily because of ransomware. Ransomware attacks have really increased year over year, and about 66% of businesses in 2023 were hit with ransomware attacks. And the average ransomware being requested was over $1 million. So, it's a pretty hot topic that customers are worried about. And the VAI Cloud really provides a very, very secure and stable environment for our customers to run their ERP system. It also includes full high availability and disaster recovery. So we are seeing a lot of our customers who are running our software currently on premise, when their servers are up for an upgrade, they're switching over to the cloud. All right. So let's see if we can hear from one of our customers about how they're doing with the VAI Cloud.
VAI being in the cloud is a great benefit to us as a company because not only is it safe and secure, we have a lot of our sales reps that work out of state and they can log in from anywhere. Prior to VAI, the system was on premise. We had to maintain the system every night with the backup tapes, and we had to take the tapes off premise every night. Security is very important to us. We've seen in the news that a lot of companies are being attacked by ransomware. The VAI Cloud works on IBM servers that we feel are very safe and secure. As a CFO as a company, I'm responsible for the computer system, and with everything being on the cloud, it makes my life a lot easier that I can focus on day-to-day operations and I don't have to worry about storage and safety of our system.
Okay, so that was really the sentiment to a lot of our cloud users. That was very safe and secure. And as I mentioned, the cloud that VAI offers has full high availability and disaster recovery. We vault your data out to many, many different off-site locations. We also have a fully redundant site in Virginia that, if you need to fail over and go to that site, you can. So, just a really great environment for cyber threats. But the other thing that we're seeing customers really like about it is performance. A lot of times, if you have multiple locations, your current local location might have good performance, but your other locations are relying on your backbone and your bandwidth to get to your server in your facility. Whereas in the cloud, VAI's bandwidth and uptime is very, very high. So it gives your other locations incredible performance. So let's hear from one of our customers about cloud performance.
Last weekend, we had straight line winds in Oklahoma that were 80, 90, 100 miles an hour straight line winds, and it knocked out power in a large part of Oklahoma, including our store. And the nice thing about being on the cloud was that within minutes of regaining internet connectivity and power, we were right back to work. One of the things that we needed as we transitioned to a new software was we needed it to be cloud-based. We recognized that we had a problem. Having all of our data stored on site was not to our benefit because it would take hours for us to come back up. But with VAI's cloud-based system, when we have those things, we get right back online. So within minutes of regaining power, that's not an issue. So that was one of the things that VAI's cloud-based system helped us with. When we were not on the cloud, daily, someone had to take the tape out of the tape drive that we used to back up nightly. That guy would take that tape to another store for storage, and we did that every single day to make sure that our backup for our system was safe. Now that we're on the cloud, we don't think about it. It's something that happens automatic every day, which is awesome, and I don't have to have a guy changing out tapes, and I don't have to have the worry of did we lose all of our data just because we had a power outage or whatever. When we weren't on the cloud, again, we had to have all of our stores remotely connect to our database here in Stillwater. So if you weren't here, everything was really slow. What's changed with that is now we have very little lag. Our credit card machines, terminals work really good. Our printers work really good as compared to not being on the cloud. And then we run around with Zebra devices all day long, picking product, and those work flawlessly all day long at our picking location. Things that we didn't have before that you mandated really through implementation is we have redundant servers, we have redundant internet connections so that if we lost internet from one vendor, the other one automatically kicks in. So we don't have the worry of being down. And in retail, you can't be down. I mean, you can't have a line at any of your counters and hope that people are just going to stand there and wait, because they don't, especially contractors. They don't want to wait. They got to get back to the job. I didn't sleep well at night knowing that we stored our own data. I'm not an IT expert. VAI and IBM are IT experts, and they helped us transition to the cloud, which is a lot better way of storing all of our customers' data. We take great pride to take care of our customers, and part of that is being good stewards of their data and of their information. And being on site was not doing them a good job, but transitioning to IBM VAI cloud infrastructure has been a big win for us in that capacity.
The other technology that was really hot was mobile apps. VAI has a full mobile app catalog, which includes things like order processing, route sales, proof of delivery, warehouse management, sales info, and field service. And a lot of our customers are starting to use these apps, really as business tools to really provide a very high level of, customer service. And, a couple of things that they're doing is one of them is using the mobile order entry app, not only for their sales reps that are in the field, but to give it to their customers, right? And actually let their customers directly place orders through the mobile app. We see this very popular in our food customers who give the app to restaurant owners or other supply companies, and they basically place the orders as they walk around their store and place their orders directly. We've seen it also with our retail and even our wholesalers who give it to contractors or who are on job sites maybe and want to place orders for equipment or parts and supplies. So, it's really, really a great app that you can use to lock in customer loyalty and increase your sales. Okay. All right. So another thing that we talked about at the conference was inventory management. And VAI has a lot of tools for better inventory management that we offer. Obviously, warehouse management is one of the top ones that we see our customers using for not only helping them understand, where individual items are in their warehouse, but also for picking and shipping. It's a much more faster way of picking products and to make sure that the accuracy is there, that they're picking the right products. So the warehouse management, especially the mobile tool, has really been a game changer for a lot of our customers. The mobile tool really helps you replace those expensive RF technologies, those Windows CE guns that were about $3,000-4,000 each. You can replace them with very inexpensive, modern mobile devices that really are designed to make warehouse management very quick, easy. It's easy to train people on these devices. It gives the user clear, concise information that's easy to read. And, some of the videos have talked about things like reducing training time for warehouse. A lot of our customers have a lot of turnover in their warehouse, and having the mobile app really makes, training new employees very, very easy. And not only that, but it gives them incredible accuracy for picking and shipping. Okay. So this is what it looks like. You can see we have customers that are using even mobile phones. This is one of our customers that are using a Samsung Galaxy phone and has a sled on it. Zebra has some nice devices, pictured there on the left, very rugged devices, but really very inexpensive devices that you can use for picking, shipping, receiving, put away, cycle counts, transfers. Really, the application has come a long way. And it's really a full function WMS system that's available now on the actual mobile device. And you can see by just looking at the screen, it's clear, concise, easy to read, and users really just love the mobile app for warehouse management. Okay. Another application that we see a lot of traction on is the S2K supply and demand planning system. So basically, the supply and demand planning system is really helping our customers in a lot of ways. It's a system that uses advanced formulas to look at historical usage and then predict demand going forward, right? So it looks at things like seasonality and trending, and really helps your buyers understand, your product positions and, what needs to be purchased, right? So it makes a suggested purchase order for you that your buyers can review. One of the other nice things about it is it incorporates forward buying, which is the ability to look forward. So let's say a vendor is telling you there's going to be a price increase, or maybe he's offering you a special deal. You can actually have the system recommend a buy based on your demand going forward, that will compare the quantity you're buying to your carrying cost and recommend a good potential buy based on that price increase or based on that discount that's being offered. The other thing you can do is target buys with that. And what a target buy is basically if a vendor says you have to hit a certain dollar amount or weight amount or cube amount, maybe they want you to fill a truck, you can put in the target and the system will make a recommendation based on that as well. So one of the other things that we saw become very popular is the what if capabilities of the suggested purchasing system, where on the screen, and Kristen, let me know if it went to the what if screen with the arrow.
It did, yes.
Okay, thank you. Where, you can look at a suggestion the system's making, and then by clicking on the what if button, you can say, well, I'm talking to the vendor and they can't get me the product in 15 days. The lead time is now 30 days. What should I buy based on that, piece of information that I got? Or maybe I want to buffer my inventory on some type of promotion. I want to increase my safety stock or something like that. You can do that, and the system will put those numbers into its formulas and give you a suggested quantity. So really, the tool is a very, very powerful tool that a lot of our customers are starting to adopt, and we're seeing it make tremendous return on investment for our customers. The videos that we had, customers were saying they reduced their overall inventory by 15 to 20%, but increased their fill rates up to 99%, 95, 90, one said 99. So really, it's a great tool for helping you reduce inventory but increase fill rates. Okay. The other thing that's really nice about this tool is if you have multiple warehouse locations, or if you're in retail, this could be even multiple stores. What the system will tell you is if you have an overstock scenario in any one of your locations. Okay, so on the little box to the right, you can see that my location 10 has 263 units too much based on, the demand planning. And what I can do is right from this screen, I can say create overstock transfer, and it will ask me, what do I want to do with that 263 that's overstock? Do I want to transfer it to one of my other locations? Okay, so you can see here, you can just put in the quantities you want to transfer, and that will automatically create a transfer ticket for those locations to pick and ship out. Right. So that's a real nice feature, and it is helping our customers, transfer goods in some cases rather than, buy additional inventory. Okay. So the next thing we talked about at the conference was digital marketing. And Kristen, you should be seeing a digital marketing screen.
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. So digital marketing really encompasses 3 different products for us, right? S2K Salesforce, S2K Marketing, and S2K eBusiness. Each one of these are standalone products that you can add to your ERP suite. But when you get them all together, it really creates a powerful sales and marketing tool that we're seeing customers really increase sales dramatically with, right? So let's take a look at each one of these. The first one is the Marketing Cloud. And basically what Marketing Cloud does, it's powered by a software product called Active Campaign. So maybe your business is familiar with some other online marketing tools like MailChimp or Vertical Response or some of the other ones that are out there. But Active Campaign and VAI have partnered, and basically what we have done with our Marketing Cloud solution is we've integrated the S2K contacts out of the ERP system and automatically import them into Marketing Cloud. So you can see when you sign on to Marketing Cloud, you will automatically have all your contacts, the 25,000 contacts that I have in my demo here, automatically came over into Marketing Cloud. Right. So in Marketing Cloud, I have all their email addresses. I also have some, demographic information from S2K. I'll bring over things like year-to-date sales and, and some of their, industries or customer class and sales rep. They all come over into the Marketing Cloud so that I can really do very, targeted campaigns. And what's a nice thing about this is you can use that data to sort and create an email campaign for your customers, right? So you can do, with this tool, you can do broadcast emails where you want to send something out to everybody, maybe letting them know a new product exists. You can do very targeted emails. Maybe you want to only send an email to a customer who bought a product, a certain product line from you in the past, right? And then really what happens, some of the cool things are the email automations. Meaning based on their behavior, right, you can automatically have the system send out follow-up emails or even send a notification to our CRM system to have a sales representative follow up. All along, we're also updating a lead scoring system or customer scoring system, if you want to do it for customers as well, to let you know how effective your marketing is being with your customers and prospects, how often your customers are opening these emails or going to your website, right? So you can get a score, and again, allows your sales reps to really focus on those accounts that are very engaged with your campaigns, right? So what do we mean by email automation? Well, basically, here are some of the behaviors that can trigger an automation. All right. So as you can see, if someone opens the email, that might automatically trigger up a follow email. Or maybe if they don't open the email, you wait a couple of days and the system can automatically send a follow-up. If they forward the email, if they go to your website and make a purchase, or if they abandon a cart or anything like that, with the, any of these behaviors can really trigger follow-up automations, right? So my example that I used at the conference was, let's say you send out a product announcement that you're now selling duct tape, All right. And our company's now selling duct tape, and you send it out to your customer base. Right. So for the people that open it, right, you can say that if they open it but don't make a purchase, let's send an automatic follow-up that maybe gives them some type of incentive to buy, duct tape. Duct tape is now 10% off or whatever it may be. The system can automatically follow up with that. Now, the people that don't open it, maybe they're not interested. Maybe what you do with that is you send an automated email that tells them the benefits of duct tape and why they should carry it and things like that. So, these are really nice ways to kind of promote and nurture your customer base to increase sales. And the last piece of the puzzle is if they actually make a purchase, right? Maybe you wait a couple of days and then send a follow-up email, not only thanking them for the purchase, but recommending accessories or add-on products that they should also, carry. So that kind of stuff can happen automatically. And one of the customers that talked about this at the conference really said that, doing all of that used to take their marketing department hours and hours to really create very effective campaigns and follow up with customers that might be interested in things. And now with Marketing Cloud, it's an automated capabilities. Okay. All right. The other tool that was discussed was S2K Salesforce. And one of the nice things about S2K Salesforce is that it's specifically designed for supply chain representatives, right? And what do we mean by that? Well, people who sell products and services typically need access to customer, item, order, and sales information to do their job. And that's exactly what S2K Salesforce gives your sales team. It gives them complete access to customer information, item information, past order information, sales information, to really help them do their job. People always ask me, what's the difference between Salesforce.com or Sugar CRM or HubSpot and the VAI package? And basically, what I tell them is that the difference is that the Salesforce system is really designed for people in the supply chain, really selling products, dealing with customers, needing to give customers status of orders and tracking information, and analyzing sales and buying behavior. That's what S2K Salesforce does very, very well. Okay. And you'll see some of those screens in a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you in the product development some of the new things that we did with S2K Salesforce. Another module that people talked about heavily was the e-business module. So the e-business module has a whole new look and feel. The pages were redesigned for larger images and just a real nice e-commerce platform. But one of the things that we promoted at the conference was the ability to use the S2K customer self-service portal as a standalone product. Let me just see if I don't have a slide for that here, but I'll show you that in the development side. And basically what that allows you to do is, let's say you don't want to sell your products online, or you really have no need for the e-commerce piece of our e-business suite, but you just want to buy the customer self-service portal to allow your accounts to look up orders, pay their bills online, get copies of invoices. You can just now buy that piece alone, standalone, at a much reduced rate, and you can add customer self-service to your current website and allow your customers to do those things. I'll show you some screens a little later on when we talk about development. Okay, so really those three pieces of the puzzle work very, very closely together, right? So, you have your Salesforce, you have your contacts, you now start marketing your contacts. Maybe you're driving them to your website to place orders. When they go on your, e-commerce site and place an order, the Marketing Cloud knows they interacted and maybe tells the sales reps to follow up or sends them out another email. And you can see how each one of these pieces have value, but when they're working together, it really can make a difference from a sales perspective. Okay, so one of the other topics we talked about was analytics, right? Analytics has really become, a pretty much an imperative tool for, analyzing data in the ERP system. ERP systems, generate a ton of data. And if you don't have analytics to really look at the data and provide information in a very usable format and readable format like this, it becomes very, very hard to, spot, business trends or anomalies or issues. And analytics is a great, great tool for that. So you can see here are some of the, here's just one of the many, many dashboards that we give our analytics users to look at things like sales and fill rates and turns and picking performance in the warehouse. There's a lot of great, great tools in the analytics system to help you better manage your business. Okay. It also comes complete with a report writer. And one of the areas that we spent a lot of time with is creating a financial report writer so you can actually create your own income statements and balance sheets and cash flow projections right in the analytics tool now. So as you can see here, it's a really, really user-friendly drag and drop report writer where you can create your own custom reports. And a lot of the customers in the videos talk about how 75% of the reports they use out of S2K all come through the analytics module. Okay, so those were some of the hot technology trends that we covered. And then what we did after that was we pivoted to the VAI technology roadmap and talked about some of the things that are new in S2K and some of the things that we're now offering with the latest releases of S2K. So one of the things I talked about was the VAI system architecture. All right, so this is just a very high level of the system architecture here. And basically, S2K core applications run over the DB2 database, and we leverage a web services layer to write some of our advanced applications like the e-business or CRM or the Smart Center KPIs, all leverage that web services layer. So same for the mobile apps. The mobile apps leverage that layer as well. And really, we talked about our development leveraging that layer more and more for really advanced business applications, right? So VAI has a very, very strong core set of applications for order processing, purchasing. And really what we're seeing is the web services layer allows us to develop a lot of advanced applications to help customers truly take advantage of some of the new technology that's out there. And it also allows them to write their own programs internally. So we have a lot of customers that maybe don't have RPG programmers on staff, and they want to write applications in some of the other business languages like C, C+, or Python or PHP. And that web services layer allows our customers to do that. I actually went to a customer recently, and on their shop floor, a lot of their users were using iPads to post production and track their time. And I asked the customer, is that a VAI application? And they're like, no, one of our own programmers wrote it in PHP, and VAI just built out the service layer for us to access the work orders, and we wrote it ourselves. So it really allows you to extend the S2K enterprise, not only, for us internally, but also for your organization as well. And like I mentioned earlier, you can see a lot of our advanced applications like mobile use the service layer. Our CRM uses the service layer as well, right? Analytics uses the service layer. So a lot of our applications that we even author all use that service layer for development. Okay. So with that said, one of our major initiatives is to take the S2K Smart Center tool and really build upon it and give your users a very, very dynamic homepage that sits on top of the ERP system to do a lot of great things. So what we did is we basically took all of these different applications, and we can even use custom applications, and we wrapped it around the S2K Smart Center homepage, giving your users access to all of these applications through one pane of glass, right? And how we did that was with a new unified menu system through S2K Smart Center, right? So basically, users can sign on to Smart Center and have full access to the ERP, to portal applications, to Salesforce, to analytics, to whatever they need right through Smart Center. So let's take a look at this and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here is Smart Center. I signed on to Smart Center. And basically, if you're not familiar with Smart Center, this home screen is completely customizable for each user. It also can be set up for each role in the company, so you can have a role-based homepage as well. And you can see I'm in sales, so I'm seeing a lot of sales data when I sign on. And all this information is pulled directly from the S2K ERP system, real time. So this is all real-time data that I'm seeing. And you'll notice on the homepage that maybe I want to bookmark some of the key analytics or reports or programs that I use a lot, right? So you can see I have a bookmark to an analytics website there. And if I click on it, right within Smart Center, it's going to launch the analytics dashboard for me to review. Okay, so I can access that directly right from my homepage, right? Other things you'll notice is that a lot of the KPIs that are on the screen have been enhanced to provide drill down capabilities. So you'll notice on the lower left there's something that says open order status, and I can see I have 119 orders on hold right now. And if I want to drill down into that, I just click it and it will show me all those orders that are on hold right now without even having to sign on to S2K and go into the applications. Right. And obviously from here, I can drill down even further if I need to. Okay. And, one of the things that we did is we took this whole homepage concept and said, well, let's provide our users now with a very, very dynamic unified menu system to access everything that they may want to access right from this Smart Center interface. So if you click on the upper left-hand corner where the hamburger menu is, we now launch all of the applications right from Smart Center. So you can see receivables, payables, whatever you have access to, whatever S2K applications you have access to can be launched directly from the Smart Center homepage. All right. And when you click on receivables as an example, you're going to see a real nice menu system that the users can completely customize for their, day-to-day activities. But what's nice about these menus is that these menus are not just S2K applications, right? The inquiries might be portal inquiries. The reports might be analytics reports. And maybe some of the entry programs might be one of the ERP entry programs. So one of the things we did is we consolidated the menus and the options so that you can launch portal applications, analytics applications, and ERP applications from this one consolidated menu. And you can obviously customize it. If you click on that gear on the top, you can customize it and create a quick menu with your favorites. You can pin some of these applications to your homepage to provide quick, easy access as well. Okay. The other thing we did is we added a search feature, which allows you to key on the upper left-hand side a search word, and the system will find that word through the menu system and say, is this what you're looking for? So as an example, I typed in cash, and you can see it found cash in accounts receivable transactions. It found cash in accounts payable. It found cash in open customer orders, right? So it found that word and said, is this what you're looking for? So again, it's a great way to find applications in the menu system. Okay. So what did I mean before about launching portal applications as well as ERP applications? Well, one of the things that we did is we created new portal inquiries for the most popular inquiries in S2K. So as an example here, if I go into inquiry and I go into customer inquiry, right, you're going to see this is the new portal-based customer inquiry, meaning I'm not going to the back office. I'm still in the Smart Center application, and I'm being brought up a list of customers. I can, search for a customer, choose it, and now I have a portal-based inquiry for accessing the customer information. All right, and you can see what's nice about these inquiries is they really provide your users with a tremendous amount of data on one screen. Right, so you have the ability to look at open orders and open AR and check history, everything you can do in the back office, basically, but they're doing it right through their portal homepage, right? So some of the features we added were things like folder system where you can attach documents and access those documents through the portal inquiries now. So this is pretty nice. This is in the back office, but you can also have it through the portal. You can see the portal screen allows us to have multiple tabs and view things like sales and additional data. But one of the things that I'm most excited about is that through the Smart Center portal, I can embed analytics onto the screen, right? So one of the tabs you can see there on the top says customer analysis. And what you're actually seeing on the screen is an embedded analytics report that's embedded into the screen for this customer, right? So, why is that so important and why is that a great thing for you? Well, one of the things about embedding analytics like that is that that top half of the screen is completely customizable by the user, right? So I'm showing things like sales and open orders and receivables, but if you wanted to show something else for your customer inquiry, for your customer service people, all you have to do is create an analytics report or a dashboard or anything that you want to show on the top there, and you can just link it right to this screen and it will show in your customer inquiry, right? And then one of the side benefits of being an analytics, embedded analytics, is that you can drill down. So now I'm looking at customer analysis here, and I created a report where if I click on held orders, it's going to show me the held orders, right? If I wanted to go over the sales data and click on sales data, it's going to launch a sales analytics report for me, right? And I can, look at that by any parameter that I want in analytics. So the embedded analytics really gives your, users unlimited flexibility as to what they can see on the screen. Okay. And you can see some of the other aspects of these screens is that they're all hyperlinks. So, very quickly and easily things that you can click on to see, where to go. We even created a whole new customer order inquiry screen. So when you click on an order, this is what the new order inquiry screen looks like through the portal. It's all, on one screen. So your header, your detail, and your summary are all on one screen here. So the top half is your header, all the way to the right is your summary, and on the bottom is your line item details. So really just a great, great view for your order inquiry. And it has a lot of the functions you'd expect. So I can click on a PDF here and get a copy of that invoice or order, whatever I want, and I can obviously attach that to an email and send it out to a customer if need be. Okay. I also have tracking information. I didn't click on it, but there's a tracking information where I can, relay tracking information and have that information given to customers as well. Okay. Now, the other thing is I can also, from these portal applications, I can launch an S2K application. So let's say I was in the customer inquiry and the customer wanted to place an order. You can see through the actions icon on the upper right, I have the option to say, well, this customer wants to place an order. And if I click on that, it takes me right into the S2K order entry system. Okay, so here's what I was talking about before of mixing and matching S2K transactional applications with a lot of the new portal inquiries and a lot of the new analytics. It's all done through one consolidated system now. Okay, so we also created new inquiries for the item inquiry. Just want to show you that. If I drill into item from here, this is the new portal item inquiry, right? Where users can look up products and do a lot of the same things that I just showed you on the customer on the item side, including sales data and embedded analytics, right? So these screens are very, very dynamic and, really, really user-friendly as far as the capabilities, okay? The other thing we did is enhance the Salesforce capabilities through the Smart Center portal as well. So you can see that on the menu, on the consolidated menu, there is a CRM module. And a lot of our customers, you own the CRM module, but what we did was we created new and enhanced portal screens that allow users to, operate and use the CRM as a very, very effective web tool, right? So as an example here, if I go into contact management and I bring up my accounts, you can see the account view, and then I can drill into an account card. And these screens have been kind of redesigned and organized to really give your sales reps, a complete 360 view of a customer, right? And or a lead, right? So they can create their own leads and store them in the system. They can view customer accounts. You can see all your activity, whether it be phone calls, follow-ups, orders the customer may have placed. If they consumed any of the marketing material as well, the marketing cloud will feed into the activity feed and say, hey, this customer opened up one of the emails we sent. So it really gives you a good, full 360 view on a customer account. We've also embedded Outlook into the CRM system. So if your sales reps are using Outlook or Office 365, if you want to send an email, you can send an email right from the CRM system, and it will sync that email and show up in your sent box in your Outlook email system. Okay, same thing with calendars, right? So if you create a calendar event, there's a calendar function in the CRM. Those will also show up here as well. Okay, one of the other things we redesigned was the opportunity screen. So the opportunity screen now, if you create opportunities for your customers, we created a full drag and drop opportunity screen, which allows your users to create opportunities and then drag them through a stage, right? So it's at the proposal stage, it's in review, we either won it, we lost it. So you create the stages, you create your pipelines, and you can drag opportunities, to different statuses through the new opportunity screen, okay? And then one of the other aspects of our sales for CRM system that, our customers really love is the ability to look at customer sales data, right? And why is this so important? Well, one of the things that one of our video customers explained is that their sales reps are always working with their customer accounts and always reviewing what they buy this year to last year. And you can see that the system shows you that very quickly and easily right at the top of the screen. Now, this can be filtered to just showing the sales rep their accounts, right? So it's not all accounts, it's just the accounts they sell to. And you can see I can look at year to date versus same period last year. So it's, this June to up to last June, the same time frame. So it's June to June comparisons. And I can see here on where the arrow's pointing, if that customer is up or down in sales, right? And from here, if I see that a customer is down in sales, I can highlight that, and you can see right below it, it'll show you, here's what they're buying by product division. Here's what they're buying by product classification. Here's what they're buying by all the way down to item number. If I roll to the bottom of the screen, it would be by item number, okay? And, our customers are saying this is a great tool in analyzing customers' buying behaviors, right? And you could see here that, hey, in this product line, that customer stopped buying. There's a big change in office equipment. And if I went down to the class side, I can see that it's, the shredders is what they really stopped buying. So maybe I have a pricing issue in that category that needs to be addressed, right? So you can really tackle customers, buying patterns here, and your sales reps can use this in a very, very effective way. You also can look at this screen from the top down, meaning I can look at the item categories on the top and then drill down to see what customers are buying certain item categories or not buying certain item categories. So a really effective tool. Okay, so that's the Smart Center. And the Smart Center, like I said, between a lot of the new KPIs, the embedded analytics, the new inquiries, the enhanced CRM, it is an incredible tool to have that sits on top of the S2K enterprise. And that is the good news, guys, is that one of the things that you're able to do is you can take the brand new Smart Center that I just showed you with the analytics and add it to your current version of S2K. So you don't even have to upgrade if you are running, I think we were saying as low as release 5.5. Really 6.0 and higher, you can definitely do it. 5.5 might require a little bit of retrofitting of some capabilities. But if you're on 6.0 or higher, you can get all of the things that you just saw right on top of your current software release. All right, so the unified menu, the KPIs, the inquiries, the embedded analytics, the CRM system, can all be part of, the offering that we give you that can sit on the top of your current release. Now, obviously, if you upgrade, right, you're going to get all these different applications when you add Smart Center and Analytics to the new upgrade, right? So you can upgrade and add those applications, or you can stay on your current release and add those applications. Definitely talk to your sales representative or project director about how you could take advantage of some of the things that I just showed you with Smart Center and Analytics. Okay? All right. Some other things we just want to highlight here at the recap. One of the applications that got a lot of traction, and actually customers, quite a few customers bought it immediately following the conference, was the dynamic workflows with a product called HCL Leap, right? So HCL Leap is basically a forms application developing tool that you can create workflows for approvals, right? It's HCL is the company that we use for portal applications, and they have this product called HCL Leap, and they showed it to us. We had a couple of customers already using it, and when we saw it, we said, wow, our customers really can use this application for a lot of different things. And this was some of the things that we came up with, that this would be a great tool for customers to purchase that they may want to use it for, right? So things like customer onboarding, adding new customers, adding or updating new items into your item master file, vendor onboarding, customer quotes, a price update request. So maybe a sales rep wants to say, I need a new price for a customer, and it needs to get approved. So they fill out a form, it goes through approval, and then updates S2K. All right, so what does this product look like? Let's show you real quick here. All right, so this is the form development tool, right? So really with no coding, so you don't have to be a programmer to do this. This is a low code, no code development tool where you can create a form. All right, so this is an example of a new account form where I say I want to add this new customer, but I just don't want to add it to S2K without it going through a process here. So I created this form. All right, and then if I want, I can call data from S2K into the form through a service, right? And we can help you in developing those those APIs that you may want to use, okay? And then I can create a workflow that says, well, when I start the form, I want it to go to the credit department, and then from the credit department, I wanted to go to another department, and then I want it to, finally get approved and update S2K, okay? So this is some of the workflow. And like I said, you can actually have VAI build a service for you off of those forms to update S2K. So we don't have any canned out of the box services yet. But if you said, hey, Joe, I created a form and I wanted to update S2K, our service development team can create a service for you to have you, invoke a process to update S2K at the end of your workflow. Okay, so here's an example of, that, adding a new account, having it go through a credit approval stage and then getting updated into S2K. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot of great uses for this tool. Adding a new item, maybe you were adding a new product line and you wanted to go to, pricing and get the, pricing on the item, then get a picture added to the item and then go through a bunch of different steps and then finally update S2K. So there's a lot of great uses for this. There's also a lot of great uses for internal uses for it, not related to S2K. I've talked to some customers about using it for, an incident report. They want to create an incident report and have it go through a workflow, or a new hire, a new employee hire might go through some workflows. So there's a lot of great uses for it outside of S2K as well. Okay. Another tool we highlighted was the upload program. So this is a new mapping tool that we created that will be available in 6.3, but it also could be available as a standalone program if you wanted to take advantage of it. I think they were projecting first quarter of 2024 for this, right? But this mapping tool, and you can see it's pretty developed already, is a tool where you can upload a CSV file, and on the left side, it will show you the CSV, the columns on the CSV tool. And then on the right side, you can say, this is the file I want to map it to in S2K. And it's, kind of a drag and drop mapping tool where you can say this field maps to this field, and you can put in rules and all this kind of stuff and calculations, right? And you can use this tool to map data from a CSV tool to an S2K file. What's great about it is you can save the definition. So you can save this profile. So once you map it, let's say you're always getting the same Excel spreadsheet from your customer, about an order, right? So you can create the map for that and then, save that map as a profile. And then anytime you get that spreadsheet in, you just run it against that profile and it will upload into S2K. So this is a new data mapping tool that's available first quarter of 2024. Okay, e-business. Here is this standalone customer self-service that I talked about earlier. So the e-business application, we kind of pulled this piece out of the e-commerce module and now allow customers to buy this piece as a standalone application. So like I said before, maybe you don't want your customers to buy products, on your website, but it would be nice to allow the customers to view their orders or make a payment online or view payment history or get a status of an order or reprint an order or anything that they want to do from a customer self-service perspective. And you can see here that, one of the things that our customers love is make a payment, right? So you can put this on your website, your customer can sign on, they can view their open invoices here, and then just click off the invoices they want to pay and then check out, and you can do it through credit card, or we can even build an interface if you wanted to let them do ACH tracking. I know one of our customers, Lepco, in their video, talks about allowing their customers to do ACH processing right through their website. So we worked with them in their bank and set that up, and they can do ACH payments right through their website. Okay. You can also charge your customers a convenience fee if you do want them to use credit card, but want to just charge them extra convenience fees for credit card processing. So, some great applications here with the customer self-service. Okay. We talked about mobile. If you haven't seen any of the mobile applications, I highly recommend that you contact your VAI representative and take a look at some of the new mobile apps that we designed and developed. Like I said, there's mobile apps for warehouse, for proof of delivery, for service and repair, for order entry. So we're doing a lot with mobile apps, and you should really take a look at these. A lot of our customers use these mobile apps to really enhance their business operations. Okay, and then analytics. So we talked about analytics. One of the nice things about that unified menu system that I showed you earlier is that you can access the analytics right from that menu system as well. And analytics really gives you a lot of great information. So this is a part of analytics that we call health check. And basically what it is a dashboard where your users can come in and monitor KPIs over time, right? So you can see that I can come in and say, well, how am I doing with dead stock inventory? Or how am I doing with sales or fill rates or turns? And you can see that it compares this period to last period. And then on the bottom there, it tracks that statistic over time. So obviously something like this, you'd want to see, hey, is my dead stock inventory coming down, right? Is my fill rates going up? Is my profitability increasing, right? So this really can help you, see if your business is getting healthier or getting sicker. That's why we call it health check, right? Just to see how well you're doing on some of these key metrics over time. And then we can drill into any one of these. So if you wanted to look at inventory value over time and, get it broken down by product division or class, or you wanted to look at your dead stocks over time and look at that by division and class, you can really drill into any of the data. You can see on the top, we also allow you to do this at the company level or for a specific location. So these types of statistics are really, really important to a lot of our customers. Okay. And again, even warehouse data here, you can see we look at, total scans, total, orders shipped, line shipped, cases shipped, and we compare it, month by month, and you can look at it over time again to see how your warehouse is performing. Okay. So another thing, obviously, that we reviewed at the conference was just a lot of the new features and functions that are available in not only the current releases, and these are the current releases for these ERP systems, but we also touched on briefly, what would be coming out in the near future. 6.3 for S2K Enterprise is scheduled for Q4 of 2024. 6.2 is going to be available for food in this year at the end of the fourth quarter, and Q4 for pharma as well. But we have a lot of customer requests that we go through. I think there was over 600 customer requests that we added into the latest versions of these applications. A lot of things are, some things are minor, some things are a little bit more advanced, but there's a long list of features and functions and new capabilities that we added. So the best way to keep on top of that is to talk to your project director and ask him for the new feature and function list for the latest release. It will actually show you what we've added in, so let's say you're on 6.0, it'll show you what we added in 6.1 and in 6.2, right? So it'll go back in time for you, those documents, and show you what we've added over time that, may remove some of the modifications that you may have done. Right. So maybe one of the mods that you did are now part of the standard base package. Right. Or you can see maybe we do it an even better way than you originally designed. Right. So we've added a lot of capabilities to our base package, and it's good to take a look at those, those release documents, and you can get them from your project director to help you understand what we developed. Okay. So lastly, I just want to give you a little sneak peek into, what we're calling in our office, release 7.0, right? So we do have a very, very extensive development plan, in place for S2K. We're not, sitting on our hands here and, just, not developing any new applications. As you can see, VAI is very, very aggressive in software development. And some of the things that we're doing for the future is, here's one, which is the consolidated single screen order entry application. So basically, again, because the real estate of the monitors is so, high right now, you can get a lot more data on the screens than we could in the past. We no longer really have to have a header screen, a detail screen, and a summary screen. Just like we did with the inquiry, in the portal now, we can actually make the order entry application a single screen program as well. And your line items, because there's no real bottom to the screen on a browser, you can have as many line items show on the screen as you want. So we're redesigning order entry. This will be something we'll be doing for the near future. Another application, just some new KPIs and dashboards using the React framework. We're going to do some of the React framework in analytics, also in the portal applications as well. Just a new redesign applications using some of the advanced tools that are available. Okay. And then obviously we're going to continue to build out new integrations and partnerships, that interface to S2K. So some of the things we did in the last year, we now have standard APIs for products like Magento or Shopify. So if you're not using the S2K e-commerce and you're using a third party, we have some standard APIs that we can leverage for, interfacing to things like Shopify. We've also, interfaced our back office system to products like Salesforce.com and HubSpot. So if you don't want to use the CRM system with S2K, you can have us, pass along our customer information into those applications as well. So we've built some APIs for those. So really just continuing to enhance and expand the VAI application library, not only internally, but externally as well. Okay, so that's what we covered at the conference. We had a lot of great sessions that highlighted those in details. One of the nice things about the conference is that we posted all of the presentations on the VAI customer portal. So if you are a customer, you can go to the VAI website, vai.net, and on the upper right-hand corner, there is access to the portal.